Ever since I was 10 years old, I used to love the game Minecraft. Now, the reason why I loved Minecraft so much was that because the plane felt limitless. The plane on which you could build anything, and I did. I built an entire, this was in creative mode, by the way. I built an entire city with huge skyscrapers, towers. I even built an underground railway system that went to another island. Okay, it was huge, and I built a huge wall around the city. And there was railways. There was a railway which went all the way around. You could take it, and it was interconnected with the railway that went underneath the entire city to like a beach resort. And dude, I spent hours and hours and hours on that. Like ever since I must have been about 9, 10. Dude, I used to play for like, I remember my parents would leave to go to work, and this was on the weekends. They would leave to go to work, and even on the holidays too. They'd leave to go to work at like 5, 6 a.m. They'd come back, and it'd be like 2 to 3, and I'd still be playing. And on the weekend, I just, because I wasn't really allowed to play video games. Like my parents weren't too fond of it anyway. However, I used to sneak it. I used to go to my room. I used to take out the lap. It was a computer. I used to open the computer. I used to get the mouse set up. I used to get the keyboard set up, and I'd start building. And I'd spend like 4 or 5 hours per day just upstairs, just building my city, my village, and it was so cool. And after that, Fortnite came out, and I used to play Fortnite for 4 or 5 hours a day. I was never super addicted to the game, but I used to play all the time. Now that's all I ever wanted to do. Fortnite, Minecraft, and Fortnite. And dude, the love, the love I had for building things and for adding new updates to my city were insane. Unfortunately, it's all gone. The laptop, the motherboard cracked, and all the progress is gone. I don't know where the like it's just not there anymore. But I remember, however, there was one point where I was building. I was sitting on my desk. I was like hunchback, 12-year-old me, just building, right? I was building, I think, a wall around another wall. I was adding an update. And as I was building, right, I looked at my city from the top of this wall I was standing on. And I just looked at how amazing it was. And then I stopped for a while, and I just sat there. And I just looked around me in my room. And I looked at my room, and I said, damn, this is all just a video game. All the effort, all the hours I'm putting in, it's just not real. It's all there in the screen. The huge palaces, the houses, the apartment buildings with jacuzzis and rooms made of diamond and gold. It's not real. It's all in the game. And I looked around me at my small room, and I said, damn. From that moment onwards, I could just never unsee it. I said, well, you know what? This is a video game, but I want to see this in real life. What would it be like to have this in real life rather than just fantasizing over a video game and the houses and stuff I have there? And from that moment onwards, my interest in the game, it tanked. I wasn't really obsessed with playing. And after that, I just never played video games again. I played Uncharted once, but after that, I just thought it's pointless. Like, I know it's fun with your friends sometimes, but sitting there by yourself for hours and hours and hours every single day to actually achieve nothing in real life, and it's all on a game that's not real. The money you have in the game, the houses you have, the achievements, the body, the physique in some of these fighting games, it's all not real. It's not actually there. When you turn it off, you're back to your boring old life. It's a distraction from your actual reality. Why not flip the script? So that's when I just stopped playing video games, and my interest just decreased. I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm so cool, you know. It's just me personally. Like, I looked around and I said, from that moment onwards, I'm like, this is my actual reality that I have to live in, and this is me just distracting myself. So, yeah, that's the story of why I don't like video games anymore.